All right. Welcome back to the Chaos Terminal, everybody. We are over here on my friend's survival multiplayer world, and I'm going to go ahead and craft him a castle. We are set up right between the Storm King and whatever the other one's supposed to be, Raven, Thunderlord. They're the only two storms on this whole map. I'll show you here. There's 1, 2, and nothing else anywhere. It's an older map that was mostly explored, so I just think it didn't place more than the 2. But let's go ahead and get started. Alright, I probably did too many resources in my inventory because I have to leave some room for gathering more as I break these buildings down. Let's break some of them down. So here's kind of the design. This is what we'll be making, and then it'll be replacing all of these broken down prefabs. I'll show you kind of what it'll look like inside. Little animal pen down here. Oh, back door. And then upstairs you have the main living area. Still needs some work. Let's break this one down next. This one was the garage. Alright, so when you break down these prefabs, it leaves behind this path, and we're going to take advantage of that like we did here. The path's going to lead right into this area, and we'll do the same on this one. So we've got this little bit of grass, a bit of a smaller dirt patch. I'm not sure what we should make here. Let's see. I'm thinking let's do some sort of planting area, a little garden spot. There's not good glass pieces, but maybe this might serve as like a greenhouse. Let's give this a try. So to start, we're just going to place a single wall right about here to line up the back of our greenhouse. And that should be fine. And then let's keep the color consistent. So I'm going to choose from beachside to start, at least. I'll extend it out like so. Oop, put one of those on backwards. That's kind of a neat piece, but I would rather keep it all white. So maybe instead of that, we'll extend this one out one more. There we go. And now we need to find a door we like. So I don't want to use those. Are these at least white on the outside or inside? How do we feel about that? A single blue wall on the inside, but everything else is white? I'm not sure. Yeah, I think let's keep it. It's neat, adds a pop of color. I don't want to decorate yet. There we go. We'll mirror the stairs on that side, or should I put it on this side? Kind of like having that walkway there. And let's do the same blue wall and turn it around so it's white on the outside. Fill in our corners. All right. I'm not sure how this will look, but we'll give it a try. I think that's kind of neat. The only thing is now our door opens up to nowhere, so we're going to change this just a little bit. And we're going to put this small staircase on this side. I still don't think that's going to work. Okay. No worries. We're going to go back to how we had it before. There's a method to the madness. I think what we'll do is extend the outer walkway more, give us more to do on the outside, and then let this part have its little interior. I'll show you what I mean. If we continue that window and that window,
Yo.
There, now their porches will reach each other. The door opens inside, unobstructed. Hey, how's it going, Soundwave? Welcome to the chat. We're working on a greenhouse right now. We're building a storm chaser castle. So I'll show you what we're working on. There's our Storm King. And right on this side is our Raven / Thunderlord. And it's the only 2 storms on our whole map. So,
Cool.
yeah. This was the first building we made. And then it's just got a little greenhouse we're working on. As downstairs, I think I'll put some, I don't know, pumpkins or something down here. And then upstairs, something else. But it needs a roof, so let's see what we're going to do there.
Nice.
Okay, I'm thinking these roofs, it's pretty close in color, and it has this little gap area that would let air in, because the greenhouse, it would need that. That's pretty cool. Yeah, I like that. It's a little simple. It needs some more decoration. It needs probably some supports here to make it look more realistic. So let's go. That's not bad. I don't think it needs more than that. It's not trying to hold up a tremendous amount of weight. Ooh, I'm gonna have to change that. Let's go with just the smaller size, and then I'll extend this large one here over like that. There we go. Figure this might give it a little bit more of that Tudor look. There we go. Actually, leave that one blank because it's got this crossbeam there. Don't want to overcrowd it. I don't know, does that clutter it up too much? We also might just want to sleep till morning. Is it just me, or did that feel like a really long sleep till morning? Okay, so there's where we're at on the greenhouse so far. I do think that this part does clutter it up a little bit too much.
Yeah.
Thank you, I agree. Plus, then we can put some more plant stuff down. I just don't have any vines on me right now.
Maybe just a little.
Yeah, we'll leave it blank for now, and we can always come back to it and put something else later. The reason I haven't finished this building yet is I ran out of mahogany, and I just don't want to go back to the Lost Isles. Let's just keep going. This whole section here is just going to be the interior village of the castle. So once we have all of this made, we're still going to have to build a castle around it. That's going to be the fun part. But we want to make sure we take advantage of our pre-made paths as much as possible. There we go. That does look pretty good. Alright, what building should go here? Let's keep in mind we have an animal barn, but we do not have a crafting area or a lumber mill.
Nice castle name.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, Castle Chaos. Chaos Castle. I don't remember which one I went with. Either way. Castle Chaos, there we go. Yeah, what about... Do you think this is enough space for a lumber mill? We're gonna want 1,
Yes.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of these. I don't know if 6 are gonna fit really in this spot. We might have to choose a different crafting bench. You think we can do it? I do see a yes in the comments. I don't know, it's a bit of a challenge. I think we could make it happen. Let's see. We can always take it apart if we don't like it. Alright, we're gonna go with more of that castle theme again. So I'm just choosing out the packs that have the gray stone walls, and then also the Moss Eisley pack, because I think that the sand yellow tan color matches well with the gray. So that should be good there. And for a lumber mill, we're going to want it to be very open. They got to bring lots of wood in. So we're going to use, I think, this style with the wider. And we'll build it around this piece here. And in fact, let's give ourselves the best amount of room we can.
Star Wars.
Ooh. You're a Star Wars guy? We're Star Wars guys too. Oh wait, that's an interior one. That won't work. We need one of these. Let's see, there we go. The reason the interior ones won't work is it actually changes the height of our building, and we want it to have that full amount of height in case we need to put staircases inside. So we'll use that one. We could do sort of a fun shape with this. That might give us a little bit more interior space. Let's give this a try. Let's see. It might be crazy.
Good idea.
Thank you. I don't know if this is gonna work. Okay. Now comes the tricky part, is we need to get this piece upside down directly on top of it. Okay, so if we start with, what's this one called? Nightmarish Tapered Wall number 1. If you try to place this one, it's always going to try to click it onto that smallest side, meaning if we want this upside down, the snap points are not going to work. So let's think about this. I don't do this a lot. You'll have to bear with me. We're going to go like that. Turn our filters off. And I need blast powder. Nope. Nope. Come on. I have blast powder here, right? Yes. Alright, so the red pressure plate's the easiest one to work with. And that should line the bottom of that black piece right there with the top of this gray piece. And then I should be able to go like so. And then we're going to get up on top here and break one of those pieces. We're going to break that piece. Actually, wait a minute. That one needs to be a little bit closer so that we are sure we have a secure snap point. It's going to go... We'll actually stick it on that side. See how I did that? And that's going to give us the best chance at attaching this piece, whatever that tapered one was called, number 1, this guy. So now when we stick it on that, it should stick upside down, and we're going to adjust it over. Boom. We take this piece off. There we go. Okay, that's fun. I think that's going to be the design for our lumber mill. Alright, back to filtering out our parts.
Hello.
Hello, welcome. Thanks for joining us. If you just joined, we are building our Storm Chaser castle. We're between a Storm King and a Raven. Well, that's a tree. Hold up. And a Raven. And we have started disassembling this prefab village of broken down yellow buildings and replacing each one with a different building that's going to have a purpose. Not on this map, my friend. This one does not belong to me. I'm building this for a friend of mine, but we have other maps that we are getting for you guys. So soon. Yeah, just make sure you're subscribed so that when I post the video saying we're ready for you guys, you see it, okay? So this part's going to be tricky because...
Can I play as well?
Yeah, as soon as we get the other map set up for you guys, we will... In fact, let's take a little break here, I'll show you. Oh, nice. Okay, so I currently have 4 worlds set up for you guys. A creative world, an expert world, the official Chaos Terminal survival world, and then Chaos Island. That one's kind of a special one. Let's actually go here. Alright, here we are, Chaos Island. This is the first one that subscribers are welcome to. I'll show you over here. Wait, where am I? Oh, I'm way away. Let's go to a bus station. Or actually, I'll show you over here. This is where I was practicing for PvP. I was making some vehicles with cannons, testing them against bases, seeing how much damage you could do, trying to get... Let's see if I got it. Yeah, the ruby and the cheese from each other's bases. This is what I'm planning for y'all. This is why I'm hoping we can hang for just a second while I get the Discord set up. Because... let's go here. Because I don't want anybody to join, get excited, and then not be able to stay because I'm changing the worlds around or we don't have enough keys yet. Alright, we don't want to spend too much time here because we do have to get back to building our castle. But this is Chaos Island. This is going to be our first PvP map. It's set up in survival, but with free build and item spawner on so that we can go to town building big cities and then destroying them. This was built by our first subscriber that joined the world. This is what I'm hoping we're going to be able to have for you guys. It's pretty impressive. This is where we were testing some of the walking vehicle mechanics. You guys seen any of our walking vehicle builds? They're alright, it's fun. This was one we were testing. I'll see if it runs at all. I don't think it will.
I have.
Nice. Yeah. So, some vehicles work better than others. This was not one of them. Oh yeah, here was one of them. One of those two-legged walkers. It got all tangled up in itself. I'm just gonna leave it be. Do you guys mostly play survival, creative, or expert mode? I've been trying to play a little bit of each. We're just heading back to the Castle Chaos. Oh, I got another thing. You do creative mostly? Yeah, creative's a lot of fun because I feel like you can really build anything to your heart's content and you don't have to worry about it. But the trade-off becomes you aren't really building it for something, you know? You can build a really cool castle, but if you don't have a brute or a storm king to face, it's a cool castle, you know? The expert mode, I think, is the trickiest one for me, because not only can I not really build a super cool castle as easily, but the brutes are too hard, you know? They're not actually too difficult, but...
I build TIE fighters.
No way, TIE fighters? Well, we definitely are going to need you to build a TIE fighter on one of these maps here. I mostly make ground vehicles. I was telling Cyan Skullz.
Okay.
Alright, before we go back to castle building, we're going to sleep through the night. And rather than worrying about using the pressure plate again, we're just going to do this. Snap it, and then move it over. And it's not going to reach all the way, but we can just attach one.
Oh, let them know as well. We have a poll going over on our community tab, so swing over and vote.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know if you guys heard Severin, but we do have a poll open up. We're working on some new videos, and we wanted to see if you guys like subtitles better or no subtitles better. I know it can make it a lot easier to hear what's going on and follow along with builds and whatnot, but also it takes up space on the screen, so we wanted to make sure if you had an opinion that you voted. Nice. There we go, attach that one. And then we'll do the same thing on this side. That can't be right. Hold it. There we go. That's right. We need to do this. Oh, I missed. Okay, so our lumber mill's coming together. We're gonna need probably some different windows for the top, which might mean going to these two. I kind of like this one. Yeah, but we're going to do that a little differently. There we go, and then now it should be centered. Pretty cool. And then what I'm thinking is we will grab our lumber mills. We're going to set them up like this. That way, you can imagine people come up, they put their wood on here, feed it right into the lumber mill, and we'll put some storage boxes behind and do the same thing on this side. Perfect. I'm just trying to line up that little light with the wall piece there, and then that should center our saw blade right on the arch. As for the last two, any ideas for where I should put the last two in here? Because I want to make sure I have some storage. We'll just pop these for now. We'll replace them with better ones later. Okay, well, I think for now 4 should be fine. If I need a 5th one, I'll do probably this number. We'll leave it. Now for the roof. What about these skylights? Also, wait a minute. That's wrong. How did that happen? I somehow placed these ones upside down instead of like this. that makes sure that we have studs on the top to attach our roofs to. Is that centered? Is it gonna work? No. That's okay. It would have been cool, but... that one's off by 1. Okay, kind of a little bit weird. I don't know about that. Especially from the ground level, it's a little funky. I think it needs a bit more of a defined roof. I was thinking that piece kind of looked like tree rings or something, but I don't think it's enough. Plus, with how open air it is, I think it needs more of an open air roof. So we're gonna go... You can tell I use the grappler a lot. Another sleep till morning, get a better view of it. See what we're working with. Alright, it's kind of fun. Kind of a weird one. We can always change it later too. Sort of true for all of this.
I dropped it down into the text so that you just much better. It's still very legible when you have full screen up. It's legible without.
Alright, this one has a nice large area to work with. So we've already done the lumber mill, the animal barn, and the garden plots. So compost bin can go over here, that makes sense. Spinning wheel loom. Stonebreaker, that would make sense. Stonebreaker, we could do gem cutter and smelter all in one building. Okay, so we'll probably do another stone building so that these two are right opposite each other, the woodworking and then the stone crafting. We'll do a little bit of a mirroring in design, but we're going to go for a different shape this time. We'll start that one there. Yeah, I think that should be good. Have it, because then, oh, that's cool. If we put a window right here, you'll get a great view of the storm. Let's just do that real fast. So to do that, we're just going to line up our wall piece with so, and just attach it there, and then we're going to grab any one of these and extend it out. Honestly, we should probably just go around and do it proper. keeping the stone building a little bit more simple, a little bit more plain. But then I think we'll do something cool on the second story. Oh, here, actually, I do want to include this bit of the interior. So what if we do... There, that's a pretty cool pattern. And then it leaves us this little under area, part of our build. Alright, that's going to be the window spot. Oh, perfect. Oh, because we made the arch not as wide as the window. I definitely think the window is more important, so we're gonna, oops, not destroy too much. And we're gonna just have the windows be a little bit off, but that's okay, it doesn't need to be perfect. There we go. And I think it maybe needs one more staircase. There it is. There we go, perfect fit. This will be our lumber or stone room. View of the storm chaser castle anyway. Island. You know what it is. And then how many of these do we need? Also 6. So I think we'll save that part for something cooler, and we'll put these. Okay, that's coming along. Interestingly, this little alcove we made is just outside our village, so if I put like a bed in there, it would not work for a villager. So we'll think about what's going to go over there. But for everybody that's here now, let's just do a quick peek at what we've got so far. So, Storm there, that's where we'll fight Raven and the Thunderlord. Storm King, right there. And those are the only two storms on our map. So the rest of this map, my friend has already explored, and we are just building him a castle here so that he can fight the Storm King. We've not gotten to do that yet on this world. Or at all. So here is where we just built the base floor of the Stonebreaker room. We'll put some gem cutters in there, and I think, what else? Metal smelters. Right across from it. Nighttime again. Hold up. Just a sec. Sleep until morning. Alright, right across from our stone room is the lumber room. And there's a crafting bench in here. I should put a crafting bench in the other room too. You basically need a crafting bench everywhere you go. Will that block too much of our storm window? It's a pretty perfect fit. No, I think that's good. Can still see it. This will be the greenhouse. I'm not really big gardener, but a couple of things for sure. This is the animal pen. Just for a single animal and whoever lives above. This room we've not worked on yet. Or anything in here? No. But the reason we're keeping everything on like a grid like this is because I'm going to have to use the Lionheart's bundle to fence in this whole thing and let the interior village have an exterior castle. That's the goal here.
You should do a challenge where you use every single build.
Yeah, because I got a decent amount of space to bring the castle out. Severin just suggested an every build challenge. I have actually started that over on Chaos Island. I'm trying to build up every single prefab and then invite subscribers on, and we're gonna PvP explode the whole thing. Already tested out mechs and whatnot. But today we're just keeping it a little bit simpler. Alright, do you guys want to see some of Alex's world here? I know it's just a little bit of a detour, but we've done a lot of building. It's fun to kind of take a peek around at what's here. Alright, our closest bus station's way over here. I don't want to deal with that bear right now. I only brought a single pick. Okay, well there we go. Now we have a gun. Oh, Jules died. Terrible father. Oops. I was just about to say it's just a matter of dodging when I get... Oh, I'm glitching a little bit. There we go, got him. Now, time for you two. Thanks, Jules. Oh, jeez. It's crazy out here. And I missed. That was a shot. Alright, where's the bus station now? There it is. Alright, looks like we still got a viewer here. I'll ask you, do you want to see this Star Wars city more, or do you want to see our Desert Valley base more? Both of them are pretty good. I remember you said you like Star Wars, so if I don't hear from you in a sec, that's where I think we'll go. Alright. Let's do Star Wars. I changed the name of the live stream to Star Wars City Tour. Let's go check it out. Takes just a second to fly there, of course. Alright, be sure you always thank the bus driver. And we're gonna let it render in from up here. Wait for it. Wait for it. This is going a lot longer than I thought it was going to be. Alright. I need a good first-person view here. Hold it. This is where the interior walls come in handy. There we go, Star Wars City. This was built by my friend, his world, and then I helped a little bit. So he has made this tower that we're in. He made the Mos Eisley Cantina, fully decorated. This is his greenhouse. Vehicle garage. And then I started working on this building. This building, we've got a little tower that's full of inventory. And then way off in the back, you can see Spider-Man, the town hall, the Daily Bugle, and then this is a custom building. It's like a cafe apartment combo. And we also have over here, this is the marketplace crafting area. And you can't see it from here, but way off in the back is the docks. Okay, we ready for the tour?
Why won't it show me your stream? Or do I have to go to...
All right. Let's start our tour. Actually, let's put our guns away. That seems unnecessary. Let's start our tour at the bar, the cantina. Little performance area. And then there's the main bar. Blue milk dispenser. Alex is a fisherman, so we usually are going to have lots of these trophies around our bases. Back kitchens area. This is fun. You can see out that way. Don't tell him I'm taking some pizza.
I'm telling.
And replacing it with corn. Okay.
The screenshot or the thumbnail for this live is... The only thing it needs is a TIE fighter flying above.
Alright, so then we're going out the back area. I think what we've done here is this is just the original prefab foundation, and then we've decorated and extended it out. And then this, we'll look at the greenhouse next. Oh yeah, from when we did balloon farming. Does that still work? I mean, we can find out real fast. Where's the button? Wow, we really went ham, didn't we? Okay. There we go. Wow. Still worked. Kind of thought we would get essence from it, but maybe that's what they patched. Oh, this is his private grow area. I think we'll leave that. Let him grow what he wants there. Upstairs, little generator. I was using these roof pieces as solar panels. I thought that was kind of neat. But let's go run out here to the middle of the field where there's a random bed. And we'll sleep till morning. And I'll oops. There we go. So yeah, there's the solar panels. Power generator attached to them. Here is the vehicle garage. We've got some parking spaces, private parking. Let's actually move, oops! Let's move the car out of here before I do that again. Alright. There's a better view of the garage. It's very nice to be able to come in The Rebel Village is off this way, so if you're driving, you'll come in this way, drive right through, you can park your car in here, and continue going out the other way. I like that these parts make all sorts of different noises and whatnot. I wish there was a little bit of more interaction, like I wish you could sit and play chess or whatnot. But we'll go out this way, continue our ground floor tour. Oh yeah, this is Der Burger. We got all of our cheese, grill, little bathroom. Let's check out the upstairs of this building before we get too far. Not much going on up here. But up here, I think, is Alex's room. These parts look really cool. And the roof. Now that we have some of the expert mode trophies, we should put some of those here. Jules agrees. Alright, our bus station. Let's check out this room next. I guess the cows are happy hanging out here. This is the crafting room with the forge, crafting bench, lumber mill. And then this side has the juice bar. Make all different juices. Come out here and sell them. Kind of fun. Alright, before we get into the residential district, let's finish out this area. I'm gonna let you guys figure out what this area is for.
I thought the cows had their own little beds, lol.
Oh, hello, Luna. Thanks for joining. The cows do kind of have their own little beds. They definitely like the rugs. I don't know if those are Alex's cows. Doesn't look like he's claimed any cows here. So they're just wild cows. Oop. Raw milk, nothing can go wrong. Oh yeah, let me give you one last peek at the mystery room. I think it has stairs on the outside to go up. Stairs are over this way. And then this is my room. It is not well decorated at all. But it's been what I feel like months since I've been in this world. Okay, and then the last building officially in the Star Wars district is the inventory tower. It's not super well sorted, but it was at one point. From here we can see most of the Star Wars village, but we'll go back out. Ow. And we'll check out the residential area. So we've got our Daily Bugle and our Spider-Man building. We'll start with the Bugle because there's less going on in here. This was very fun. So if you place your village square right here in the Daily Bugle, from here all you see is the duck. And then when you go upstairs, all you see is just a disembodied llama head sitting in the middle of the room. But then this one's the real decorated one. Little market shop. Register area, cappuccino machine. And then, of course, upstairs, we still need to decorate these rooms. But that leads outside. We'll look at Halloween Town next real fast. It's just a short one. Main spooky area. And then this is the custom building. So downstairs, this will be a little cafe. We were building on a Nintendo Switch and we hit our build limit and had to stop. But it should be a little bit better on the PS5. Upstairs. And then this goes out onto the exterior porch.
The other room was a plant store.
Oh, yes. Anna was working on it, and this is a little plant store. So we just need probably just a little register, and maybe like I might even put a fence like one of these to just block off the area. And then lastly, the docks. This was where I built the coolest flying vehicle. Our very first video. Still has all the resources from when I worked on it last. That's kind of fun. Oh yeah, look at that. It still has the front piece. The very, the very last two pieces off that coolest vehicle build. This is really fun. Alright, should we take Alex's car for a drive? He'll be pretty sad if we explode it, but I think we'll be okay. Why can't most taxis have a big thruster boost on the back? Oops! It turns pretty good. Ooh, if not a little bit too good. Okay. Flies pretty well. I like the sideways balloons on it. That's gonna keep you pretty upright. See how you turn perfectly flat with them like that? There, it's like we never took it. He'll never know until he watches the live stream. Okay. Next up, we're gonna go here, but I'm gonna have to be back in just a second, so hold tight. Alright. You guys see Jules running around back there like a mad woman? Just running, despawning, running, respawning. Alright, we are checking out our level 10 Dry Valley base. Alex and I built this one here. Of course we have to render in at nighttime. Let's just go find a bed real fast. Honestly, the base is kind of cool to see at night. We've got a decent amount of lights up. You can see Alex's base render in there. And then we have... We'll start... Actually, let's start over here. Because I actually have a bed over here, and then we can sleep till morning. OSHA would hate these stairs. Alright, morning. We're going to ignore that empty room. We'll start in my room. Got our kitchen. I was going for like a tiny house vibe, right? Living room.
Hello.
Upstairs. Hello, it's Tributron. How's it going, Tributron? We're over at our Dry Valley base. Figured I'd give you guys just a little look around. Wait, there we go. So Alex's base up on top of the mountain, rock formation, connects over to the Der Burger restaurant. This used to be a monorail, but it kept exploding, so we just decided to make it a bridge and gave up 2/3 of the way through. Down here is the big crafting area. This is where we have all of our resources, crafting benches. I don't remember what that room is. We'll have to check it out. Same with that. It's been a while since I've been here, so we'll start over on this one.
It's going pretty good. You were definitely cooking with this build.
Thank you. We're going to get back to the build for sure. I just don't like to get too burned out. There we go. Let's see. So downstairs, this was the dream storage crafting area set up. All of the lumber mills related to the storage with... Well, they should have had wood. There we go, plank. I guess we still have planks here. Crafting benches. Gem cutters set up with the stone breakers. I'm just going to stop checking chests. We're clearly looted this place already. Spinning wheels and looms. And then back here, metal smelters. I don't think there's much going on upstairs either. So let's check out this way. We'll use the jump pad. Empty building. Empty building. No, couple of beds. Oh, this is cute. I don't think I've seen this one. Alex must have made this. Oh, he put the chairs on backwards. I do that sometimes. Empty room. Oh yeah, we used to have a barn over here. We made it fly. That barn is now over at Anna's base, which is called Death Island. We might check that one out. I don't know how everyone's feeling there. But this is our little Der Burger area. It's not a proper restaurant. It's like a personal chef area, because here is the main conference room. So theoretically, when we need to hold meetings, everyone comes here, gets their spot. Oh, what's going on, Midas? Alright, we saved the best for last. an empty room. Come on, Alex. There we go. This is the one I remember. Tremendous amount of detail in here. I don't know why there's a bath in here. Okay, we'll go upstairs. Oh, this is a cool chair. This is like a Palpatine looking chair. Alright, and that's pretty much the Dry Valley tour. I think what we'll do is head back over to Castle Chaos and get a little bit more work done there. It is really cool how close our storms are. It really is the only two storms we have on this whole map. So when we want to do the Storm King or the Raven, it's just a matter of coming to this castle, and then boom, boom, checking in every day. But I think what we'll do is, instead of destroying this next section here, we're going to start outlining the perimeter with the Lionheart's castle pieces. So we're going to need our perimeter cleared up. Oops, there was stuff in that one. Oh, and stuff in that one. Guess I could have checked before I just started smashing. Nice. And we'll go trade all of this for granite and wood, so that's what we'll need for the Lionheart build. Ooh, I just realized we have the new recycler. I bet I can finally get rid of all these old freaking guns. Yeah, let's try that. What do I need for the recycler? Sorry, the ADHD's bad today, you guys. Wood and granite slab. Wouldn't rot anyway. Recycler. Alright, let's see what happens to these guns. Nice. Ooh, a full battery. Oh, that's crazy, because I definitely put in an almost used up battery. That's good. That's actually real good. Whoa. It's almost too good, you guys. What? Okay, so that one, it's given me different materials. So I got from those like 6 or so. Oh no, wait, that's not what I meant to do. Oops. Well, don't do that, you guys. That was definitely a loss. Alright, so we are just grabbing out all of our wood and all of our granite, because that's what we're going to need to make the Lionheart's castle. Everything else can get stuffed into storage. Probably don't need all of this wood. Gonna need more granite for sure. There we go. That'll do. Trying not to die of starvation. That would be embarrassing. I don't need 2 pizzas. Don't eat 2 pizzas. Okay. Alright, doing the lion hearts prefab build. So we're going to start, I think, with a corner piece. And we're going to find the highest point around our village. So let's actually start with the corner tower piece. So the highest point's going to be right there. I already marked it with that map marker. Okay, and then the trick here is to simply... Get out of here, Jules. Simply line up your prefab with that corner of where the gold highlight is. Hello, welcome back. Okay, I just need Jules to get out of here. No, actually, it's saying that's something else. What is it saying? Interesting. So, I'm not sure what's going on here, what object it's saying is in the way. Well, it lets me place it here-ish. I definitely wanted it higher up. I'm going to keep messing around and see if I can get it up a little bit higher. The reason I want it higher is so that when we form the entire perimeter of the Lion Hearts build, that it's the same height throughout. I don't want it... Okay, see, it lets me do it this way, but not this way. Does anybody know what's going on, why it won't let me place it like this? I just imagine it's because it's trying to clip it into that corner, but like... Just raise it up more? What's going on? So I don't know if this will work. Whoa, there it goes. Haha. I figured it out, you guys. So yep, it was just trying to click it too low into the hill, but I placed a 4x4 foundation down, and now I can use snap points. Okay. Let's get it just inside the... That's outside, that's inside. Boom. Alright, we'll stop there for now. And next, we're going to grab... So we started with this corner. We don't need another staircase because this one has a staircase in it. So we're going to just grab a simple... and extend it until the orange floor matches the orange floor. If you can see there, I got to take this out of my hand. Add our floors so we can see what we're doing, and then That lines up. Sleep until morning so that you guys can actually see what I'm talking about. And back to it. You see this underspace? This is going to be our basement. After we remove these foundations, we'll continue the walls down, and then it'll give us a whole extra floor beneath. But for now, we need to just keep building outwards. I think another simple one. Boom. Our floors. It's just really a lot easier to see what you're doing if you put those orange floors down. Alright, now that we're far enough back, let's build one of these. That's enough distance away from the tower, give it some personality. Line up the orange floors. Oop, there we go. And let's do one more of the just simple wall. We don't want to overdo it on the build because we're going to hit build complexity. Oh no, Jules, get out of here. But we do need to make it all the way to at least here. I did just realize that both of our crafting benches extend out a little bit past where the village marker is. So we're probably going to actually need to extend it all the way out to here. So I'm just going to mark it so that we know at least about how far we need to go to. Take that marker off, and back to it. I think we might actually do another staircase here. It's far enough away that we'll need one. Let's do another fun one. The nightly gate, where are we relative to that? Yeah, that makes sense. This is how people will bring in lumber for the lumber mill. It'll attach just like so, line up the floor pieces. Nice. Oh yeah, that'll be good. Because what I think we'll do is after this part's built, we'll actually lower the gate down to here and make it just an extra tall gate. Like I'll smash the floors and extend some pillars down, and then this will just be like a 3-story tall gate. Walk right into there. And we are at our last piece for the corner, I think. Unless we think we want to extend it out further. Let's see. We're going to go with this corner piece again. Or should we go with the simple one? I think we'll actually go with the simple one. I'm just always worried about build complexity. And I think we should extend it out one. Oops. So that should definitely be enough room for us. We're going to go with the simple corner. Get out of here, Jules. Wow, she actually listened. I don't think we've used, maybe just once. That'll be fun there.
See this Rune King Thor skin leak.
Alright, as we're getting closer to this spot again, we're going to need to line up another gate. So this will be the one we use. I think if we went... It's going to rough up our build complexity just a little bit. I might regret that. Yeah, it's off just a little bit. We're gonna go... Apparently you can make them float like that? Oh, nope, there it goes. Okay, so we are gonna go with just the smaller size. And then that should be enough space for us to put a new... Come on. That lines up pretty good. It's still a little bit off. Do you think that's off by 8 studs? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, that might be the best we got. Because I don't want to offset it by a non-prefab amount. Okay. Before we go too far that way, let's go around the other way and extend that other corner out. We just want to make sure it's going to line up properly for us. And if you loop it all the way around, when you loop back, you might be off. You might end up here. You might end up here. So it's better to just work your way both directions. And let's do this. preemptively getting rid of these trees before they end up in our way. I'm okay if they regrow through the building, that's fine. It adds some cool texture to it. But let's sleep through the night again. I wish there was a way to just turn your world on permanent daytime. Maybe there is and I just don't know about it, but okay. So we are definitely far enough past our builds where we can start turning it. We don't actually need to go this way. And I think that's what we might do, because then when this tree regrows, we'll have our circle again around that stump. Plus, it'll make our thing just a little bit smaller, so I think we're going to undo this one. Nailed it. I want to take advantage of this being here and maybe build a tower around it. Yeah, that's a pretty cool shape we got going on. Obviously, the shape is rectangle, but we're not trying to hit build limit on this. So it does leave space for like a courtyard, or maybe putting the keep there. But I thought about putting the keep, where was I going to put it? On top of that cave. Okay, so this corner is going to be the simple corner again, so that it mirrors that opposite side. And continuing placing the small ones.
I'm resizing all of this text to 35%. I was looking at it and I still think that 50% is just too big. You know what I mean? Regular caption.
Should we do another nightly gate or a nightly tower? I kind of want to do a tower. Oops, stop doing that. A tower.
I like the tower.
Thank you, Luna. I think the tower is a good one. Too many gates in and out of the city, of course, is too many entry points, right, that you have to defend. So I think that's the right call. Back to the little ones.
Oh, that's perfect. I love that size text. Also, when I went back and moved it all, and then resized it, it was perfect.
We are getting closer to meeting up that corner. I kind of want to think about it a little bit. I'm going to extend this one further first. And we're going to just keep extending it with the small one. And we might need to go back and swap a small one for a larger one if our corners don't line up.
I guess I could give you your mini meal.
Political snacky food.
Oh my god, it sounds like you're...
Let's see. We have this corner piece would be the preferred one. We might have to do that a little bit different. Oh gosh, do you think that's lined up? I can't tell from here. Oh no. Let's just see. No, it's way not lined up. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think we can adjust it. If we go and we take this one out. Oops. I keep forgetting that there's a new sprint attack, and I run over and I try to destroy my thing, and it sprints and destroys more than that.
Yeah, me too. I keep whipping to that back.
There we go. Get out of here, block. Break apart and fall beneath the earth like you're supposed to. Alright. We will fix this part later, don't worry. It might not be today. Okay, come on. Whoa, look at that. It looks like that lines up perfectly. You guys, we did it. Finish that floor later. I want to go look at it.
Yeah, pretty much. I'm retired. I was gonna handle a search, but this kid's not doing well.
There we go. Look at that. Castle Chaos is coming together.
Bitch, what? Oh, I was petting it, my bad. Are those prefabs?
Yeah. So that's all to be built, and then the foundations are going to get pulled out from underneath. And then the walls will extend down.
Huh.
Hopefully we don't hit build complexity.
Whoa, wait, stop. What the fuck is, no, whoa, you did not.
This is your lumber mill.
Oh.
Actually, hold up. As long as you're here, let me just get a quick sleep till morning, 'cause we're just about reaching the end of our live stream. We hit our two-hour goal. But I'll show you what I got so far. For everyone listening here, we were building this castle for my buddy Alex, and he just got back, and he's seeing it for the first time. We're starting with the lumber mill. Right, I thought that was fun design for you. This is the stone room. It's obviously a work in progress.
That's also real nice.
Animal barn.
Now we're talking.
Oh yeah. This one's not done yet, but this will be some housing. There'll be some housing over here, courtyard, and then obviously all throughout the walls is going to be functional living space. And I don't know if you noticed, but you have your Raven and your Storm King. So this is going to be geared up for fighting the Storm King and for fighting the Thunder Lord.
Storm Junction.
Oh yeah.
Damn.
All right. Well, to everybody watching, thank you so much for joining us today at the Chaos Terminal. Hopefully we'll get another live stream in next week, and we'll be back to some regularly scheduled videos too. If you are wanting to play Lego Fortnite with me on one of my worlds, or have me join one of your worlds, we are getting a Discord together. I see a lot of people are commenting, asking to join, asking if they can play, and the answer is yes. Yes, you just have to stick around because we're going to get a Discord going. I want everyone to be able to play on a map that suits their needs with people that are going to be good friends, right? So with that, thank you again for watching. Be sure you are subscribed to the Chaos Terminal, and I'll catch up with you later. Bye.